Hi, Scott Fresener here with t-biznetwork. It's October 15th and I'm at the 2010 SGIA show in Las Vegas. Wow, what a difference a year makes. The traffic and enthusiasm at the show this year over last year in New Orleans is like night and day. In fact, I've never seen an SGIA show this busy. SGIA is the Specialty Graphic Imaging Association, and they claim it's a record show with over 21,000 buyers pre-registered, and they're estimating the final count might go to 22,000. Unlike other years, I see more international buyers attending again. As of this morning, they're saying about 16% of the attendees are from other countries. Even the seminars had heavy attendance. I heard numbers of over 100 people at some sessions. We haven't seen those numbers in a long time. Over the last few years, this show has certainly become more digital with a lot of wide format inkjet printing. That has nothing to do with garment decorating. The show has had less and less for garment printers, but this year they've worked hard to bring them back. One good move is they put more of the screen printing and garment decorating suppliers in one section of the hall rather than scatter them in with the wide format guys. And to make it more attractive for garment decorators to attend the show, they have two very distinct displays they're calling zones. One is called the Screen Printed Apparel Training Zone, and the other is a Digital Apparel Production Zone. These are large sections of the floor devoted exclusively to garment printing, where you can see many of the who's who demonstrating their equipment in a non-sales format. The Screen Printing Zone is sponsored by my good friend Riley Hopkins of Riley Hopkins Screen Printing Machinery. He put together an excellent series of non-stop seminars that are taking place right on the show floor. This is a first for SGIA, and every time I went by it was standing room only for the presentations. Other than the fact that SGIA still doesn't get the large mills to exhibit, practically every equipment manufacturer is here, and of course all the direct-to-garment machine companies had good displays. I was pleased to see that our friends at Equipment Zone won the SGIA Product of the Year Award for direct-to-garment printing machine category for their VelociJet. Congratulations to Harry Oster and company. In general, there really isn't much new for DTG machines here. Other than Kornit and Lawson, most companies are showing the same old lines of equipment. Kornit's showing their new Breeze printer, which pre-treats, prints the white, and then the colors all in one basic operation. They're now shipping this machine, and you can see my interview with Kornit's Paul Barucki online. This machine has been on the market for almost a year, and it's gaining some legs. They also introduced their Avalanche model, which prints 2 shirts at a time. Lawson introduced their much-anticipated ExpressJet line of inkjet printers. They're now in the Kornit price range and are making a non-Epson-based printhead machine that is fast and pretty slick. Yesterday I did a separate interview with David Landesman of Lawson that you can see online also. The flavor of the day in screen printing is still direct-to-screen or computer-to-screen. M&R introduced their new iScreen machine, and Oyo, Kiwo, and others are all here. I did other interviews with a number of manufacturers that you can also see online. The busiest booth by far for screen printing is M&R. Rich Hoffman and company pulled out all the stops. They're showing everything from all-over printing to the graphics UV printers, along with a huge numbering system using their Chameleon manual press. And they had good crowds around their iDot direct-to-garment printer. I heard a lot of rumors that they're working on the next generation direct-to-garment machine, but everyone's pretty tight-lipped about it. This year the show tried to bring back the popular garment decorator mixers of years gone by. Kornit was a sponsor and they had a great turnout. It was not like the old roundtable groups we used to have, but it was a good start. As a little fun, Mark Coudray, Terry Combs, and I decided to get a picture of us at a roundtable. I'm not sure the face-to-face interaction of roundtables will ever happen again. I think it's not called Facebook and Twitter. What's very refreshing is the vibe at the show. The aisles and booths are packed, and a number of exhibitors commented that people were spending money. As an exhibitor, it's one thing to have a busy booth, but you hope to make sales. If buyers are buying, then it's a great sign for the industry. SGIA has their yearly awards competition called the Golden Image. There are a lot of outstanding entries in the garment categories. I'm a member of the Academy of Screen Print Technology, and every year we vote for the best in show for garments and graphics based on the gold winners. This year we picked an outstanding Michael Jackson high-density print produced by Taran Print Tech of India. You can't really see from a photo that the image is nothing but words, with the image of Michael Jackson showing like a hologram. And the detail to the high density is fantastic. The part of the Golden Image that blew me away was the student competition. Some of the work entered is really great. I ran into some of the winning teachers who just happened to be friends and former students of mine. Nice job. You know, every year SGIA awards their highest honor called the Parmalee Award for Outstanding Lifetime Contribution to the Industry. I won it back in 1996, and I'm pleased to say that my good friend from France, Michel Caza, won this year. It couldn't have happened to a more dedicated and worthy person, and I'm surprised it took this long to give it to him. Congratulations, Michel. You know, a very interesting statistic from SGIA is that about 38% of pre-registrations are from first-time show attendees. That's amazing, but what's it mean? Are they all newbies getting into the business? Are they in the business but have attended other digital wide format shows and now want to see what SGIA is about? The number blows me away. All in all, SGIA did a great job this year. Yes, Vegas is a good draw, and they get pressure to keep the show here. Next year, the show goes back to New Orleans, which has certainly come back as a trade show destination. I did an exhibit at the show, and it's been fun just walking the aisles with my wife, Pat, and talking to all of our longtime industry friends. And when the show closes tonight, I won't be the one having to tear down a large booth. Okay, I got to go walk a few more aisles and hop a flight back to Phoenix. Scott Fresener for t-biznetwork saying, Viva Las Vegas, baby.